We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Babe Ruth gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, I'll tell you, starting pitchers go, he's one of the best around. He's really found what works for him, and he's had a lot of success because of it. I think he expects to go out there and dominate every game he starts, and he usually does. No one should be surprised if he turns in a really solid start here.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Here comes the first pitch. Bauer has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Minoso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Line drive to left. Foster will put it away, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees. They still trail 1-0. Now in the box, Lou Gehrig hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Ready for another chance? Eddie Matthews.
The third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Stepping into the box, Lou
For the
Gehrig.
Yankees,
He'll get things started
the
here in the
designated
second
hitter,
half of the sixth.
Lou.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
2-0 now.
See your pitch.
The pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Swung on and belted. Looking up is Griffey. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quitting them. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging this series.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And digging in is the veteran DH, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
8-3 tonight. The Cincinnati Reds win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Trevor Bauer gets the W on the mound. Babe Ruth permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Lefty Grove will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Gehrig is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not
a diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Stepping into the box, Eddie Matthews, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Eddie Matthews.
There you go, left line.
The 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Mickey Mantle. And he could give
right
his
fielder,
guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Mantle.
Now the 1-0.
Bolton.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 2-0 on the way. And he swings right through it there. 2-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore's the exact same way behind the dish.
Over to Perez, and it's a double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Robinson Cano.
The 2-2. Hit to third.
Hard 90, hard 90, hard 90.
Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. So coming to the plate, Lou Gehrig.
The designated hitter,
Wait for your
Lou
pitch up there.
Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fastball too high, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Come on, big guy, get your
The
pitch
batter.
and let it
Stepping
rip.
in,
Let's go.
Eddie
Third baseman.
Matthews reached
Eddie.
base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Matthews.
Inside, let's go right here.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Foster is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Coming to the plate now, Mickey Mantle.
The right fielder, number 7, Mickey Mantle.
Scorched to third, reined in.
Come on, come on, come
Throw
on,
on
come
to
on, come on,
first,
come on,
gets
come
him,
on.
and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Next will be the designated hitter,
The
Lou
designated
Gehrig.
hitter,
It
number
was a
4.
walk in his last
Lou
trip.
Gehrig.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
And a
1-1.
fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Goodbye, home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the series, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Striding forward now is the
Now
DH, Lou
the
Gehrig.
designated hitter.
He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well, so I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there. Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. New York have evened up this World Series at 1 game apiece. Lefty Grove is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 16 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first 2 games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Sonny Gray gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big-time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also, soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Batting second, the right fielder, Ken Griffey.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Cano has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these 2 teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Base hit into right center. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Gehrig leads off second with nobody out.
Yeah, we need you right here. One time.
Popped him up. Morgan is under it. 1 away.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
The shortstop, Honest.
Hey, you can do it. No one
Wagner.
better. Let's go.
The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded
Get down.
cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down. Don Mattingly will bat next. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Number 23.
No score here as we play inning number 2.
Mattingly.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding forward now, Lou Gehrig. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch. Hey, have a rip like you can.
Fouled off. Here's the 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Here we go now. Come on now, one time.
A ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Coming to the plate now, George Foster, and he can give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Foster.
Hey, you got one. Hey, let's go right here.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. His first homer so far in the series. And it stakes the Reds to a 4-2 lead.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off.
Striding in, Lou Gehrig, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Gray sets. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. To second for 1. On the first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Lou Gehrig. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Hey, I see it. Let's drive it.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And it's fouled away. Shot toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Now to the plate, Lou Gehrig. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Lou Gehrig.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. It is gone! Holy cow! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His fourth long ball of this series as they jump ahead by 3.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Ten to 6, the final score in this game. So the Bronx Bombers have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Hal Newhouser pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs on 16 hits. 1 error, they left 14 men on base. For the Reds, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors, they left 7 men on base.